The Wench of Umudu, as told by Obina, a villager of Umudu. I swear to the gods, if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I'd say it was all a fable. But I lived through it, we all did. The terror, the silence, the smell of rotting dreams. This is the tale of the Wench of Umudu, and how one man, a stranger named Dr. Agabus, gave us back our lives. Our village, Umudu, nestled deep in the heart of the Eastern Valley, used to be peaceful. Birds used to sing at dawn, children used to play in the sand, and women sang lullabies under the moon. That was before the wench came back. She was called Ejele, though no one dared say her name after dark. Old, wrinkled like shriveled yam skin, bent like a crooked walking stick. But don't be fooled. Her voice was like boiling oil, and her presence chilled the sun itself. They said she was once a palace maid, banished decades ago for poisoning the queen's child. The king thought she died in the wilderness, eaten by jackals. But no, she learned things in the dark. And then, like a whisper returning on the wind, she came back. Cows stopped giving milk. Crops dried even with rain. Children would wake screaming, their eyes wide with fear, saying, "The woman with fire in her mouth," came into their dreams. Men vanished during night watch. I saw my cousin Namdi walk into the forest and never return. We only found his clothes, folded neatly at the foot of an iroko tree, still warm. Every family paid her tribute. Fresh eggs, cola, even newborn goats, not because we wanted to, but to stay alive. The king, once a proud man with a voice like thunder, now hid in his palace, trembling like leaves in harmattan. Priests tried fasting, warriors tried steel, none returned whole. One came back with no eyes, whispering, "She walks with shadows." Then came him. Nobody knew where he came from. A tall man with a white beard and a walking cane carved with symbols none of us had seen before. He wore a coat like a healer, but his eyes, sharp, piercing, like he had seen death and argued with it. "Dr. Agabus," he said, bowing to the king, "I've heard of your curse. I've come to end it." We laughed. A stranger? One man? Against her? But something about him felt different. He walked through the village with no fear, touched the sick, and they stopped shaking. Whispered into the ears of madmen, and they began to hum old lullabies. He studied the trees, the soil, the stars. On the night of the red moon, he asked us all to gather in the square. "Tonight," he said, "I will visit her hut." We begged him not to go. The last man who went near her home came back mute, with worms crawling out of his nose. But Dr. Agabus only smiled. He carried nothing but his cane, a satchel of herbs, and a burning lantern. We waited. Hours passed. Then a sound, not from the forest,